This is in no way my attempt to justify my comic book obsession. And this story, I really, really like. Artwork, the storytelling. Hello and welcome to another episode of The Pull List. My name is Travis. Let's talk about Spider-Man in the new Captain America Civil War trailer. This has been so highly anticipated. People didn't know if he was going to be in the trailer, if it was going to be a completely big reveal in the movie, but there, at the very end of the trailer, it's the MCU Spider-Man. Civil War comes out on May 6th, the new Spider-Man movie comes out on July 7th, and this is our very first footage of Tom Holland as Spider-Man. Or it's a stunt double, it doesn't really matter because it's Spider-Man! And there are still a lot of people that are like, Spider-Man, we've seen so much Spider-Man, we don't need Spider-Man in the MCU, we don't need another origin story. Well, be quiet. As I've said in previous videos, this is not an origin story. Spider-Man has already been swinging around New York City during the time of the Avengers movies. Peter has already been bitten, Uncle Ben is already dead. Alright, we got the ball rolling. Come on, let's get to the actual good stuff. And I love the costume because it's a very faithful representation. It has a basic design. It looks like a kid could have designed this in their own bedroom. It looks homemade. The Spider-Man suits in previous films looked cool, but they did not look like they were made by a teenager, albeit a genius, except that Tom Holland's costume doesn't really look like it's homemade either. I know, I just said that it was, but hang on, hear me out. Notice how slick the costume looks when you're watching the trailer, and when he lands right after he says, "Hey everyone," his eyes kind of adjust and you hear like a mechanical whirring. That's actually the sound of an aperture setting on a camera. And Peter is a photographer, get it? During my trip to New York City, I met up with my buddy Eric Striffler and we talked about the new Spider-Man costume over pizza, as you do, and we are convinced that this costume is Stark tech. When Spider-Man is introduced in the film, he'll probably have some patchwork costume put together in his room, which is why Stark makes the Underoos reference in the trailer. Stark finds Peter, says, "Hey, cool powers, you want an upgrade?" He gives him a new suit. Peter is on Team Iron Man. I mean, it's no Iron Spider suit, but fans need a basic look, especially for the first movie that Tom Holland is in, and I think that this suit nails it. Sorry. So in his 5-second cut of the trailer, Spider-Man is clearly a fan of Tony Stark, but I feel like he will be switching sides in the movie much like he does in the comics. I definitely feel like Peter Parker has way more in common with Cap, with being an upstanding, clean-cut, nice guy just trying to do the right thing. But if you think about it, Peter Parker has a lot in common with Iron Man too. They're both incredibly smart, innovative, with great power comes great responsibility, and their wit. And with Cap, Peter shares this morality and this righteousness of just trying to do the right thing, just always struggling to do whatever is best for everyone else around him. In the comments down below, let me know what you think of the new Spider-Man suit, and as cliche as it might sound, are you Team Iron Man or Team Cap? I'm really interested in seeing how the commenters are divided when it comes to this type of movie, because they're definitely going to split the Marvel Cinematic Universe in half. Anyway, that's it for this episode of The Pull List. My name is Travis. Thank you for fueling my comic book obsession, and you will see me soon.